Good morning. I thought I'd come on and talk to you a little bit today about pre-stamping words for December daily. So as you can see, I pulled out a few different things. One of the things I like to do, and it's quite handy to try to use up some leftover stickers as well, is I already know a lot of the stories I'm going to need to tell, so I just kind of try to make words. As you can see, I repurposed a 7 here, so it was an L, and I'm okay with that. So I just sit and I kind of pull out a sticker sheet that I know is almost used up. Always coffee. And I try to pull together a couple of little, I don't know, I guess titles. And I sit down often and I make a list of the things that tend to happen in our December. Some of these may or may not happen, of course, because we're still dealing with COVID, but and then I'll kind of cross-reference and say, okay, so I've got these titles, what am I missing? And that's right around when I go and I grab my December daily stamps. I don't have a huge amount of stamps specific to December daily, but this one and this one are probably some of the only two I have. The rest of them are almost more stamps for card making, which is fine, but it doesn't capture all of the moments of December daily. So I went into my stash and I grabbed some, sorry, not on camera. I grabbed some of my Citrus Twist stamps, and these are just general everyday life stamps. But I really love the font on this, and I feel like, as you can see, there's a lot of these I'm going to be able to use. And then the tiny words in between are things like in the kitchen, treat, on the road, so much, perfect. There's all kinds in here that I can use. And I also grabbed my foodie stamp, because Christmas is nothing without all the food. And when I flipped it over, I realized I had already pre-stamped some of these. So rather than sitting here and doing it again, I just pulled out a few of the ones from the foodie stamp. Definitely this one. And those labels are all done. So I've already got a bunch ready to go. And then I also grabbed my other Citrus Twist stamp. This one is like the True Life stamp. It's got some kind of plain font, which I thought would be kind of nice to play with. So maybe things like sweet from this one and treat over here, and just mixing up the different fonts. So I am going to, and I'm not going to stamp a huge amount because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and then realize I've got a whole bunch of labels and no place to put them. So I'm going to grab my ink, probably mostly black ink, just to keep it simple. And I'm going to get stamping. So I'll put you on fast forward from here on in. Okay, so now that I've got some of these stamped, I'm just going to put them all together. And I may or may not use these big ones, but I also have it done if I did want to, so I can like fussy cut around it or turn it into an embellishment. I didn't print a whole lot of the bigger titles because I know I've already got some of these, so I'm just going to try to throw everything together. And put it in my kit. And then I won't lose all these little bits and pieces. And I know I'm not going to use all of these, but I've essentially just created my own little embellishment pack of words. And I'm going to throw these in here too. I didn't stamp anything on these, but I know I'm going to end up using them eventually, so. Okay, and I guess they'll find a home, probably here. So there we go, friends. Don't forget to pull out your stamps when you're doing your December daily. Even non-Christmas stamps can be very useful. And if you're not sure what or how to start stamping, go ahead and make yourself a list of the events that typically happen. And that'll kind of give you a jumping off point. Also, don't forget to use your leftover stickers, thickers. If you wanted to, you can even die cut some titles if you've got an alphabet die, just to give yourself a bit of a head start so you're not feeling overwhelmed in the craziness that is December. All right, thanks for coming to hang out with me today, and I'll catch you next video. Bye for now.